The little dog, carrying half of a severed human finger, made its way through the city streets and eventually found a police car. The officers were stunned, but sensed the dog was trying to lead them somewhere. Following the dog, the police arrived at a remote house, and what they found was shocking. Dozens of dogs were crammed into cages, and among them was a boy in tattered clothes. Even more disturbing was that the ones responsible for the gunfire were the boy's own father and older brother. It was a deeply twisted family. The father and brother found joy in torturing animals and forcing the dogs to fight, but the youngest son was different. He didn't share their cruelty. In fact, he secretly rescued the dogs whenever he could. For that, he was often beaten and berated. One day, when he was caught again, his brother demanded harsher punishment. The father, furious, shouted at him, accusing him of caring more about dogs than his own family. Then, without hesitation, he threw the boy into the dog cage. The mother, too weak to intervene, could only watch in silence. From that day on, the boy lived among the dogs. 3 long years passed in that cage. Even during snowy winters, he had only a thin blanket, but he didn't complain. He found comfort in caring for the dogs. One spring, a litter of puppies was born, and he looked after them like they were his own family. But the secret didn't stay hidden for long. His brother discovered the puppies and immediately told their father. Without a second thought, the man prepared to shoot them. The boy begged him to stop. When his pleas were ignored, his desperation turned to fury. He began howling like a dog uncontrollably. A shot rang out. The bullet severed one of his fingers, then ricocheted off the wall and lodged in his spine. His father, unfazed, stormed off. The boy picked up a magazine and, pointing to a picture of a police car, instructed the little dog to take his severed finger to the authorities. And that's how it all began. Eventually, the police rescued the boy. His abusive father and brother were arrested and jailed. But by the time doctors arrived, it was too late to undo the damage. The bullet was lodged in a place too dangerous to operate on. The boy would never walk upright again. He was sent to an orphanage, where he lived with the very dogs he had once protected. The trauma of his childhood left him deeply scarred and hopeless, until one day, a girl came into his life and changed everything.